Hi there, Mayor Dan Pope. Happy St. Patrick's Day. I hope you've had a great week. It's been a wonderful bit of spring weather in Lubbock. It's been very enjoyable. I want to talk about water today. It's the main topic, then I'll close with one other thought. But I often get asked about our water supply. In fact, when I go and talk to businesses that are interested in Lubbock or the economic development, the site selector kind of folks, they really want to talk about three things. They want to talk about electricity, water, and our workforce. So I want to talk about water. We've made a bunch of investments in water over the last 20 years, and I applaud the leaders in our community, really back more than 20 years for the work that they've done. And we have four main water supplies: Lake Meredith in the Panhandle, the Roberts County well fields, also in the northeast part of the Panhandle. Those come to us through our partnership with, CRMWA, the Canadian River Municipal Water Authority. We also have Bailey County well fields, so that's on the far western part of our state, in west of Muleshoe, right on the New Mexico border. And then finally, Lake Allen Henry. Last year, we used 12.3 billion gallons of water in Lubbock. Interestingly, about half of that came from the north, so from Lake Meredith and Roberts County, and about half of that came from Bailey County and Allen Henry. And so the diverse water supply is important, both groundwater as well as surface water. We've done a number of things. You may have read an article in the paper this week about the technology we have invested in that will allow us to better reuse water. You know, once we capture that water, it's ours, and to the degree we can reuse it, it's certainly more efficient. It saves us money, so we're better stewards of that resource. All of those things, and we'll talk more about that as we make some plans around that going forward. But I think the key stat on this is one that you'll be interested in. In 1980, we used over 200 gallons of water per person per day in Lubbock. So 1980, over 200 gallons, 204 gallons of water per person per day. In last year, in 2016, we used 129 gallons per person per day. Now we've grown, but our water consumption is way down. And I think that's a function of a number of things, and we've talked about some of that in the past. Education, certainly more of an eye towards conservation. We're planting the right kind of things. We're a little smarter about the way we use water. And I think as we go forward, that positions us to be in a great spot with water. We can't do anything without water. And if you get a chance to share the Lubbock water story, please share that, because it's a really, really good story. One final thing. Today, I'm taping this earlier in the week, but on Wednesday of this week, 8 of our firefighters are in Houston, and they're joining firefighters from around the state, and the hundreds from around the state and the country. They're manning the Houston fire stations today, so they can the Houston firefighters can bury one of their own. And it's a captain that was hurt in a fire a couple years ago. Four firefighters died in that fire. He succumbed earlier this month to injuries from that resulted from that day. I just think it's important for us to remember that when we go to bed at night, we often sleep very safely and securely. I certainly do. But there are men and women that protect us, that respond first to any kind of problems. And I just hope that you'll take time the next time you see one of our guys or gals in uniform to say thank you for what they do, because I really appreciate Lubbock Fire and Rescue, LPD, certainly all of our law enforcement, but those are the guys that are closest to us at City Hall. I'm thankful for you. I hope you have a great weekend. I appreciate your support, your prayers, and your good ideas. We'll talk to you next week.